Everybody who plays Ark starts their world off all the same. You get resources, and then you tame something small, and then you tame something big and try to beat the boss or something. But I just want something small, something that's easy, something that is underrated. And I think that something is a dodo. So in this video, I'm going to tame an army of dodos to prove everybody wrong and show them that the dodos are one of the most underrated dinosaur/creature in Ark. Day 1 started off pretty normal. I woke up on the beach, I looked around for a few seconds, then I went to go punch a tree. And I was ready. I had a plan. I was going to go find a group of dodos, tame all of them, and then breed all of them to create my dodo army. As I was unlocking some of my first engrams, I realized that I wouldn't even need a forge or a smithy, because I would only need my dodos, and you can tame a dodo literally right as you wake up on the beach. So that's exactly what I did. So after walking down the beach for a few more minutes, I found them. The dodos. The creatures that are about to become my whole army. And now, all I had to do was go tame them. But first I have to show you these really cool cinematic shots I got of the dodos. Wow, so cool, just like subscribing to this channel right now. Anyway, I was planning on knocking them out with a slingshot, but the only problem was I needed hide, and I'm not going to kill a bunch of dodos because I need those bunches of dodos for my army. So the only thing that there was to kill was the weird lizard that walk around on the beach. Now, you may be begging and crying and screaming at your phone just to tell me, no, don't kill the little lizard things, they're cute. But this is not about the lizard things, this is about the cool dodos. So, I had to turn this guy into Anakin Skywalker in the third movie. Rip the lizard guy. He will never be forgotten. After that, I quickly crafted the slingshot so then I could start knocking out the dodos. Even though it was hard to damage and hurt a dodo, it's all gonna be worth it once I take down the Giga, or the T-Rex, or the Spinosaurus. 3 seconds later, it was tamed. And there was only one thing that I could name this special dodo. Tina. Such a wonderful dodo name. Me and Tina were now best friends. We would run around on the sand and build sand castles together and eat pizza together if Ark had pizza and sand castles. And on top of that, we would also have staring contests with each other. But somehow she'd always win because she's kind of weird like that. But you can't have a dodo army with only one dodo, so I knew that I had to go find another one. What have I done? He was so innocent. He was only level 20. And then I punched him to death. He will never be forgotten. And just so everybody knows who he was and how good of a dodo he was, I put up a small sign in honor of the greatest dodo that ever lived. Just in case you can't read it, it says, "Here lies the body of a dodo who will be missed." I harvested his body because I didn't know where else to put it, but I put the sign where he died, so just so that everybody knows where his body went. Anyway, putting all that aside, I had a job to do. I have to build my dodo army, but I cannot do that without a boyfriend for Tina. So, after killing a quick dillo, I decided that another level 20 male dodo would have to do because I couldn't find any other higher level male dodos. But I now know how fragile level 20 dodos are, so I made sure to be extra careful when knocking this dodo out. 3 seconds later, the little boy Dodo was all tamed up. So I gave him one of the greatest names of all time. Chicken. Now that I tamed 2 dodos, one a girl and one a boy, I was ready to start my dodo army. Now see, I was gonna tame another dodo, but, well, I don't think I need to say what happened here. Pretty soon though, I got an egg and I incubated it and it hatched, so I decided to name the little baby dodo a perfect name, and that perfect name is Pretzel. Anyway, a few long minutes later, I don't know how many exactly, but probably at least 15 minutes later, I had a whole army of dodos. Some with questionable names, of course, but other than that, my army was complete. Almost complete though. I had to incubate one last egg, and right as it hatched, this happened. So for anybody who doesn't know, when you type something in on Xbox, it comes up with this big keyboard and it takes a really long time to type stuff in. That's why it took me so long to type in the name for my dodo. But also when that screen comes up, you can't hear anything because all you can hear is the clicking of the keyboard. So I didn't hear the intense music or the baryonyx breathing down my neck when it came up to me and killed all my dodos in me. So basically, I got cooked right as I was imprinting on the last baby dodo. And all those little tiny dodos that I'd spent almost an hour breeding, they all died in 3 seconds when I wasn't paying attention to them. Now I'm going to show you a super sad arc scene. It's all of their bags just sitting on the ground. And I can't go up to them. And I can't write signs and put gravestones up because that dumb baryonyx is guarding their bags. The only thing I can do is sit on a rock by the ocean as the moon rises and as I cry, knowing that I failed my dodos. And I was wrong. I should have just tamed a T-Rex. If you want me to tame 100 more dodos and try to fight a Giga or a T-Rex, please subscribe. It will make me feel a lot better.